So does community matter when it comes to recovery? We get asked this quite often, and no judgment, but I'm shocked, like absolutely shocked that people ask this. Well, is it genetics? Is it epigenetics? How much does environment or community? And it's just kind of I've got to take a step back because I sometimes I forget I've been doing this 7 days a week, 365 days a year for over 20 years. So I kind of live, eat, and breathe this stuff. But from all the science that we see and that is out there, like community and environment is everything. I mean, let's look going back to the caveman days. Like the biggest form of corporal punishment they had back then was they literally ostracized you. They went ahead and they plucked you out of the tribe and they said, you can no longer stay with us. They banished them. They didn't kill them, they banished them. But what banishment meant when you are out of the community, when you are not around the environment of people that are there to challenge you, to accept you, to push you, and to continue to nurture you to grow, banishment meant death. I'd love to say we've come so far over the hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years of growing and becoming so much smarter and more educated. But really, I mean, if you look at the core, we haven't. There's a reason why there's called latching. Like when we are born, we have to have skin on skin contact. We need to be taken care of. I remember reading this, and I think it was in Germany when all the crazy, horrific stuff happened there. But they were trying to make like non-emotional babies. And so I remember reading this, that they would change them when they soiled their clothes and they would feed them, but they would not talk to them. They would not touch them. They would not give them any form of community, of love. And the baby started getting sick and dying. Like how messed up is that? So if we can look at just from this standpoint, just going back to the archaic days of banishment meant death, and people would do anything it took to not get banished, to even just a baby, an infant, how important community is. Actually having people around, not just taking care of, not just here's food, here's shelter, here's change, but actually touching, like I'd say intimate touch, actually nurturing and being there and talking and just feeling the baby. It gets sick. We're not that much different. So when individuals will ask like, you know what, I'm not into a home group, or I don't really need a group of guys or girls to run with. I'm just kind of, I always think, I forget his name, but in the movie The Hangover, I'm a lone wolf. And he just sits, hilarious. But when it comes to us, it's not that funny, being a lone wolf. Now, yeah, in business, you hear people, oh, you can go fast by yourself, but you go further with others. All those axioms and sayings are true. But really looking at why the community recovery matters, to have people that are there to accept you while at the same time loving you, but calling you out on your BS. So there's accountability, there's verification, there's connection. Community is so dang important. So the beautiful thing is you don't have to do this alone, because most of the internal narrative we tell ourselves is how alone I am, how messed up I am. Nobody else would understand. And then we teach people, as you open up and speak truth, you leave the land of lies and you walk into the town of truth. All of a sudden, life begins to change. It's scary at first because it's new. But once you tell the truth, you can see where others are living in and out of alignment with who they say they are. So community is so dang important. If you don't have a community, you're more than welcome to join our tribe. We've got an online Facebook group, a private one for our virtual team. We've got in person that we do weekly meetings. We've got our alumni. Like we have so many different options. So if you are looking for a tribe to run with and you just don't have one, cool thing is nowadays you can do a virtual until you can get your butt down here into Orange County and then create a life here. We have a lot of people that will come to treatment, will see how much different of a life can be, understand the importance of environment and community, and will actually relocate and change a lot of things. Change one thing, their thinking, that changes everything else, into enjoying and creating a life that is worthy of a calling. So the answer to that question, how important is community? It is so dang important. And if you want help, just reach out. We are here to help you find a community or become part of our community.